My name's Paula Thompson. I'm the owner of Biggby Coffee at the Point. We're here celebrating today the ribbon cutting for Biggby at the Point and celebrating our facade matching grant from the City of Lansing. We completely remodeled the outside of our building, and today we brought together as part of the team that made that possible. Facade grant from the City of Lansing in a partnership with our landlord, and the money that I had budgeted to update made multiplied and made this beautiful remodel possible. I am overjoyed, over the moon excited about having it out here and seeing this huge change happen on the outside of the building. Cheers to another 10 years.
Does this work? It does. I think we're going to get started, everyone. All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here today. Are we ready? Yes. You ready? All right. Can't do it without all the important people. So welcome everybody. I'm Andy Schor. I'm the mayor in Lansing, if you haven't figured that out already. But we're really excited to be here today at Biggby at the Point. I was just telling Paula, the owner, that I've actually spent a lot of time here whenever I have conversations with friends or others here in Old Oakland or in the West Side. We spend a lot of time getting coffee, and this is the place to do it. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to see the new look. Our facade improvement program has been tremendously successful. You know, you always hear about development and big development deals and this and that, but one of the things we want to make sure to do is to have beautiful looking properties and have vibrancy in Lansing, and that's the whole concept of the facade improvement program, not just downtown but all over the city. We're doing it on the west side, we're doing it on the south side, we're doing it on the east side, we're doing it on the north. So we're doing it all over the city, and here we've got this gem on the west side. So we're really excited. This Biggby was awarded a $20,000 matching grant through the facade program, through our facade grant program. So, well, the city's happy to provide the $20,000, but they put in something like $40,000. So, you know, thank you to Biggby to do the match. This is a great improvement, a great improvement. So, I'm going to look at my list. I know we've got the new awnings, we've got the lit signage, we've got the disability accessible entryway, we've got painting, we've got just several pieces that show the excitement. When people are coming into to the city of Lansing and one of our entryways right here on Saginaw, we want to show the excitement. We're doing things with the park, with both parks over here. We want to show the vibrancy and excitement of Lansing, and this is helping to build capacity. So we are really very excited. In my budget that I proposed this year, we proposed an increase to the facade improvement grant because we know that that's a success, and we got it. We got an increase. And we will continue to do that. We know that this is a successful program. This is a case where a little money goes a long way, and it's showing the community the importance of our small businesses, of our entrepreneurs, of all of those who are doing it, you know, with jobs of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but really are doing so much for our city. So we're going to keep talking about infrastructure. We're going to keep talking about a vibrant community. We're going to keep talking about growth. And, you can talk about it, but it's a lot more fun to come and see it firsthand. So I'm excited for the West Side. I'm excited for Old Oakland. We know that the Saginaw-Oakland corridor is a priority. We're creating a corridor improvement authority here. We're working with with SOCA, the Saginaw-Oakland corridor folks. So we got a lot of activity coming here. And we're really excited for the project here. We know Lansing's time is now. We keep saying it, and now we're proving it. And we're very excited for this project, for people to see it, and for people to come and spend some money here and get a good cup of coffee. So now I want to introduce Anum Mughal. Yes. Aha, I got it right this time. She's going to talk about the project from LEAP. I screwed it up yesterday, so we're getting it right.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. I'm very excited to be here. And thank you so much, all of you, for joining us today to celebrate Biggby at the Point and other Lansing businesses and this Saginaw corridor. My name is Anna Mughal, the Corridor Development Specialist with LEAP, and I've been managing the Corridor Facade program on behalf of the city this past year, and this year as well, kind of. So it's been a pleasure working with the applicants, design committee, city council, and mayor's administration for the Corridor Facade program. Last year, we received more than 50 applications, and we've been able to commit funds to 14 businesses located in the key corridors of Lansing. It's been a very successful program, and I'm very thankful to Mayor Schor and City Council for approving the expansion of this program to 162,500. And I'm excited to tell you that we have already received 8 applications in the first week of July. Yeah. This program is a huge success, and it has a huge impact on our corridors and helps make Lansing welcoming and attractive. More importantly, it helps Lansing's entrepreneurs reflect their passion for their businesses. This project is very special to me because when I first joined LEAP, this was one of the few projects that I took. Big congrats to Paula and her team. I would also like to thank, I don't think anyone is here from the design committee, but I would really want to thank them. Their expertise, their different perspectives really help us get where we are and make the best of those facade dollars. Now, I would like to introduce the chair of Lansing Economic Development Corporation, Calvin Jones, who's been a true advocate for Lansing and a cheerleader for this program.
Good morning. On behalf of the Lansing Economic Development Board of Directors and as chair, I just want to thank everyone for touching this process and making it happen. On a bit of a side note, this is where I stop for coffee every morning. This is where I get my spice of life, and it's great to see the development that's occurring in this region. And we want to thank the LEAP staff, the City of Lansing, the City of Council, everyone for touching this process. And we're proud supporters of what the mayor has always advocated. Lansing's time is now. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. My name is Paula Thompson. I'm the owner of this Biggby. My husband and I own it. We've heard a lot of people speak about the team that goes into doing this. For me, it's very personal. And I just want to start by saying 12 years ago when we first put this Biggby in, I was 9 months pregnant with a 2.5-year-old and a husband deployed on his 3rd deployment to Iraq. And so to tell you the truth, I don't remember very much of the first time around because I was very numb. And I have my mom and dad, Tom and Deb Kirchen, to thank for that because they are already Biggby owners and they helped me walk through that first process and picked up where a brand new mom and a spouse of a deployed soldier was left behind. And so the first time around, thank you, because now I know how much work goes into this. So 12 years later, the store, or 10 years later, the store needed some attention and it needed some love. And as a small business owner, really small business owner, right? We're a tiny little business here. There isn't always the funds available to do a project this big. And so that's where the story of the Façade grant comes in play. But first, I just wanted to say thank you. If you haven't enjoyed our coffee or iced coffee, since it's smoking hot out here, make sure you grab that afterwards and enjoy some muffins and donuts we put out. And I'd like to say thank you to the staff that's here today. We have a great staff inside if you haven't gone in to say hello. And then we have our managers and leaders here, including the store leader, Sally Hexel, Harry Townsley and TJ Borton are all here joining us. They run a great business here. As you can tell, so many people come through our business. That's why they're not standing in the drive-thru over there. So thanks for that team that keeps it running here day to day. Also, I just wanted to take a brief moment to mention the local contractors that we used in this project. Melvin Roberts from Falcon Signs, Tom Caviston from Quality Awning, and Brandon Bennett from USA Painting is actually here with us celebrating, so I wanted to say a big thank you to our local vendors who helped put this together. There are the last 2 big contractors who we use, Jim Byram from Byram Builders, as I'm sure the landlord will also attest to, is a very patient problem solver, and his knowledge really helped when we faced some issues, as all building remodels do. He did a really great job coordinating his diplomacy between the city and the engineers and the architect and the owners and the business owner. He did a really good job balancing all of that, and I really appreciate his help. And finally, to Corey Reese, who is here. Thanks, Corey. He is my brother-in-law, actually. And 2 years ago, I came to Corey and said, hey, Corey, we're thinking about something else for the outside of the point. What do you think? He goes, well, let me put some ideas together. And he brought back what you see today, which is really a beautiful updated remodel. And through that process of city permits and drawings and everything that architect, for the hours I put in, he's put in double, and I just really appreciate you, Corey. Thanks for helping put this together. And I want to thank Anam from the LEAP office. What a pleasure she is to work with. She has answered every question, every email. She is quick, smart. I appreciate her so much. She walked us through the whole grant process, and without her and her advocating for this program, it wouldn't happen. So I appreciate that. Lastly, the discussions about this project started with remodeling awnings 2 years ago. And we went through solid awnings, striped awnings, replacing the frames, metal frames, black. I could not tell you the amount of ideas that we went through on this. We needed an update. We didn't have the budget we needed that was big enough to do it. And because of Mr. Limber and his team from Capital Laundry listening to my crazy outlandish dreams to remodel the outside of it, they found the Facade grant that I didn't know about, and we applied for it. We worked together as a team. They have mentioned the amount of money that goes into it, and because of the partnership that the Mr. Limber and the Calveras family and Capital Laundry and I have, we were able to split the remainder of the Facade grant, and they put in as much as we did and the city put in, and that really is what made the dream possible to have it all done. So I just really appreciate a landlord team that would be dedicated to a business and helping to see that an improvement like this in the area is important not only to the business but to the area and to their building, and I just really appreciate that. On a final thank you to Mayor Schor for coming out to do a ribbon cutting like this. I really hope it brings attention to this program and the opportunity there is for a small business owner with a $10,000 budget to put a over $40,000 project into play. And I just really am thankful for everybody coming out today to give us that opportunity to show off the City of Lansing's commitment to small business owners and what we can do together. I'm so excited for you guys all to be here. I'm so excited to show off how beautiful it is outside, and so thanks a lot for all of those. Next up is Jim. He's going to say a few words. He's part of the team from our landlord. So thanks a lot, Jim.
Thank you. Wow, this is wonderful. Thank you all for coming out here. Mr. Mayor, thank you for coming out. Everyone from the region, thank you so much for coming out. As Paula said, this started out 2 years ago as a dream. It started out as some ideas that we weren't sure where it was going to take us. But we knew because of Paula's leadership and vision that something great could happen. Because of what Paula was able to vision and all of the communication and cooperation that we've developed with Paula and Biggby over the last 12 years, we were able to have the benefit of all of the resources from LEAP, from the Lansing Area Economic Area Development Corporation, and especially from Corey the architect. He took what were concepts and brought it to reality on paper, and we thank Jim Byron from Byron Builders who took that concept and actually built it. That's wonderful, it's amazing, and we are so very, very thankful for that. What I'd like to do right now, very quickly, is let you know that there's also a personal connection, just like Paula mentioned, with this area. I want to share a very quick secret. My grandfather, who I never knew, 94 years ago, opened up his first business right here on this corner. He and the entire Limber family, his name was William Limber, has always been proud of this side of town. 50 years, I never knew him, 50 years since he passed, the generation, his kids, preserved, developed, and did wonderful things with this corner. It's a legacy, and it's a legacy of stewardship. And this is where we come full circle to Paula. We come full circle to those who are here from the various agencies. We come full circle to the mayor. Thank you for being here. This is more than just a building. These are people who have a stewardship interest in this corner, in this entryway, in this side of town. And Mr. Mayor, please allow me to use a few of your words.
Whoever said uh-oh over here.
Let this be an example of what can be done with your Vision 2030. I quote you, every Lansing neighborhood, corner, and pocket will become its best self. We've done it here. It can be done elsewhere. Lansing's West Side is community. Lansing's West Side is living. It's alive. And wow, Lansing's West Side is open for business. Lansing's time is now. Thank you, everyone. And Mr. Mayor, please cut that ribbon.
I just want to say, when we do things like this, Calvin always throws out things that I forget to throw out. Jim has now upped Calvin because he's quoting our 2030 plan. This is exactly why we do it. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna cut the ribbon. So we're gonna stretch the ribbon. I also, while the ribbon's being stretched, I want to something that Paula said. She said something that really should be what this program is about. She said this is making the dream happen. And that, I think, is hugely important. That's everything that LEAP, that ANUM, that my staff that we work on. We talk about helping out small businesses, making the dream happen. That's now my favorite quote. Making the dream happen. That's it. That's what we're doing. All right, you ready? So, here, Paula, why don't you, Jim? These are our big scissors. What I'm going to do is first I'm going to count down from 5. When I hit, we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When we hit 0, we're all going to yell and scream, and I'm going to cut the ribbon. Then after that, Paula's going to have an opportunity to cut a piece of ribbon if you want. Jim can cut a piece of ribbon. Anybody who wants to cut the ribbon, this isn't just me. We want to make sure this is the community all getting a chance to open the new, beautiful, wonderful Biggby. So, all right, is everybody ready? Ready. All right, wait, we have to do the fake pictures first. So you have to pretend. Sorry, I'm learning. I'm here a year and a half, and I'm learning. You tell me when. We have to do the fake. Everybody smile. We good? All right, now we do it for real. All right, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations! They're really sharp. Those are really sharp. We want to work with everyone. We want to work with developers to rehab buildings and to build and to bring in businesses, and that's great. We want to work with our big companies, our GMs and our Neogens and many of our big companies that employ many of our residents. But the lifeblood of a community are the small businesses that create jobs in ones and twos. You have more small businesses than anything else, and when you have a small business that needs assistance, this is a program for us that we can use to provide assistance. It's not an incentive, it's not a tax credit. This is cash that they're matching to fix Façade and to make sure Façade improvement is done. Many of them have great businesses on the inside, but they want to make sure that they're showing the public from the outside that they're vibrant, that they're exciting, that they're a great business to come to. And when you look at the outside of the Biggby here, you think, well, that looks like a place to get a good cup of coffee. And when people are driving in on Saginaw, coming from Delta Township or Grand Ledge or where else, when they come in, they see this and they think, Lansing's happening. It's vibrant. Look at what they're doing on their corridors. So we want to continue. We want to increase capacity. We want to do more of this. But assisting our small businesses is just as important as bringing in that the next big business or developing a building. We want to make sure to help those that are here already, that are hiring and that are providing for those in our community. So assisting our small businesses is tremendously important, and I'm glad that we're able to showcase this today.
Well, my personal involvement with this project is coming in here every day and getting the favorite spice of life that I like and enjoying that to the fullest. But also being chair of the Lansing Economic Development Corporation provides an opportunity for us to provide the money, seed money, to make these great events happen. I love the turnout. It's a hot day today. We have a great celebration of people that are here today and supporting this organization in terms of making great things happen for the city of Lansing.
It's an emotional day because I never knew my grandfather. And I hear all these stories. And I hear these stories and I see the reality of somebody else like him, Paula and her family, taking a personal interest in a part of town. It's not just business, it's business, family, and community all together, because this is a hub of community, just as the laundry was a hub of community. Because back then, people would walk in and out. There were trucks, of course, that brought things from other parts of the city, but he knew his neighbors. My mother, my aunt, my uncle, they know their neighbors. They grew up here, they walked here, they were all at Sexton. My father was at Sexton. It is about the West Side. The West Side's open, and the West Side has the ability to do such amazing things. And we're ready to be here for those new things, and we love the old things that are here too. It's that balance, it's that transition. Balance is important. I believe in balance. I've seen so many cities where I've traveled to over the years for work, and those cities have great things, and they have things that aren't as great. The places that seem to be more sustainable are where there's balance between the big and the small. You need the huge projects because of scale. You need the small projects because of the community feeling. Otherwise, it's sterile. And community is based on authenticity. This is authentic. That is where I love the fact that this administration and the regional leaders are focusing on both. We couldn't have done this alone. The tenant could not have done this alone. The city, frankly, could not have done this alone. It took everybody's cooperation, and we communicate, we cooperate, we gain confidence with each other. And that confidence and that preparation that goes into all of that helps us to grow. And that growth helps everyone when it's done the right way, because it's authentic. It's not something from above put down on others. It's something that comes organically upwards. It's balance, and we're thankful for everyone that's been involved with all of this.